Hey, everybody should buckle up, because from what I can tell of what we're about to watch, we are headed straight for Nice Guy Valley, a place where the fedoras run free, and kind gestures are just tokens to get more sexy times. You've been warned. Welcome back, everybody. My name is FoxyMoxAE. I am a space prisoner in a mixed reality space prison. I said space too much. It's fine. Let's not worry about it. I hope you had a wonderful weekend because, I hope this guy didn't have a good weekend. I'm not gonna lie. We are watching another video today from Penguinz0, which is, creepy nice guy meltdown. The original video will be linked below. Please support the original because Charlie is an amazing content creator, and if you aren't following him yet, you're probably a little strange. If you're new around here, maybe also give some of that subscribey button likey stuff over here because I like it. It makes me really happy, and I'll mentally head pat you. Does that count? Does that work? That seems good. Limited time offer. Before we get into it, I do want to say last week's member stream went pretty good. There were definitely some disconnects, but this is very odd. Dependent on the weather, because that is unfortunately a factor for operator's internet connection. Keep an eye out for potential streams, a stream schedule coming out on Twitter later this week. And I hope you guys can make it. It'll be really fun. Okay, let's go watch a video. Hold on to your cookies, friends. This is gonna get gross, I bet. Let's go.
I have to talk about these text messages.
Hi,
I can't
Charlie.
help it. What do you want from me? I'm only human.
I
These
want
are
you to talk about
extraordinary
it.
in like the creepiest way imaginable. I usually don't like to do the same type of content back to back, and yesterday I covered some text messages as well, but I can't resist the urge. It calls out to me. The void beckons, and I have to speak on these.
Listen, we need you, Charlie. Frankly, I wouldn't know where to find this shit alone, and I don't know if I'd want to go through it alone. Very much like having a proxy to watch it through, and honestly, there's something very comforting about watching a sane person be like, nope, this is gross and weird. I know most girls would find it weird. Anyways.
The context. A lady had an old coworker whom had been fundamentally stalking her for quite some time. Her and her husband had dealt with this individual for a while and decided to share some of the unhinged messages that they had been sent by him. There was a lot more that happened besides these text messages, but that's what was shared and what I want to go over. Buckle your seatbelt here, because this is about to be a pretty intense ride. This is a good read from cover to cover.
Everybody, I'm gonna pause real fast. Take a deep breath. This is a really good time to go pet a puppy or a kitty or any small animals you may have around, as long as you're not wild and angry. Please don't hurt yourself. I glimpsed through these before. They're pretty gross, just so you know. Okay, onward.
If you like lunacy. Hey, I hope your weekend has started nicely. I apologize it took me a few days to feel like I could say this. No need to apologize, goober. I get it.
Yeah,
Had to muster up the
shouldn't
courage
have
here,
said-
hype yourself up in the mirror so that you can...
Frankly, sir, before we get into it, I really wish you hadn't mustered up the courage. I feel like you not doing that would be for the best here, actually. Like, just, not to quote Talladega Nights for the millionth time, but just take those feelings and stuff them on down and never bring them up again. Continue.
Could really let the demon out. You need to break up with blank and then agree to be my girlfriend with intentions to be my wife. And let me explain why.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's basically acting
that
like
all
a car
seems
salesman here,
legit.
trying to drive the hard bargain. It's like an episode of Shark Tank. I'm seeking a wife for 10% equity in my cock. I have no doubt he also had a PowerPoint presentation prepared for this, but unfortunately maybe it didn't attach, so it didn't send.
Womp womp.
I can provide more for you than he can. The independent woman facade you engage in wouldn't be necessary with me. I make more than enough money in my job in order to take care of you and provide you with a lakefront house, which I know is a desire of yours. I can provide you the free time that you often post about and yearn for to engage in your favorite hobby, ceramics. All I ask for you is your devotion in return.
I'm gonna pause Charlie here, because there's, and I'm sure Charlie will get into a bunch of different stuff, but there's something I noticed in this, which is literally just him trying to express power. He's like, yeah, he's saying I can do all of these things for you, but he's also saying very clearly, I know the things that you do like. I know what you would rather be doing. I know what houses you would like to live in. Like, he's saying, like, no, I know a lot of information about you, too. That's the unspoken threat in this that, I mean, correct, comment below if you disagree. That part of that would scare me quite a bit. Anyways, onward.
I know I am perhaps not physically desirable to you, which is why I plan to compensate with the lifestyle you often talk about wanting to provide yourself. You can really feel the fedora through these messages. It smells of such potent desperation.
I feel like the fedora is tipping.
It's also very
tipping.
interesting that he calls attention to not being physically desirable to her. It's an interesting negotiation tactic. Excuse me, madam. I know you may not be physically attracted to me, but here's how I can make up for my face looking like turbo ass.
I also think that part he's actually leaning quite heavily on women's instinct to be nice, because a lot of women, and I'm including myself in this, I'm not gonna lie, if somebody says that to me, and you guys know I have a little bit too much empathy for my own good, my instinct is going to be, unless they've obviously creeped me out previously, is like, no, it's not an unattractive thing. It's not that I'm fucking married. Or like, for this lady, she's fucking married. She doesn't, It's concerning when we go through these and I realize how badly I would have fallen for them. Anyways.
I know if you could be given an opportunity, you would take it because you mostly desire to be able to experience freedom in life. It is something painful for me knowing you could have everything you wanted if you would simply agree to be my wife in the future.
It's so weird,
I can also pay off your student loans and car loan, which I know you've expressed desire to have those completed in the next 6 years. I could do that today with a simple call to your loan companies. All I need from you is to immediately move to my property and begin your new life with me. Jesus.
For the low price of you move the fuck in now. Here's the thing. I think Charlie said at the beginning of this that these two worked together. Meaning she likely gets paid something comparable to what you do at the very least. Also, she's not spending what I imagine is probably egregious amounts of work time stalking a fellow employee, so she, by God, might as well make fucking more. What are you gonna buy her that she can't buy herself, bro?
Jesus Christ, that is concerning. I can pay off all of this. Just come join my cult. And I promise I am not a rapist or a creep.
I'm gonna pause here because I'm just gonna warn you. I skimmed this screenshot and just went, oh, we're talking about this. This paragraph terrifies me. This paragraph fucking scares me because, like, you're self-reporting all of these things that you quote unquote won't do, and it's like, really? Because it seems like they might actually be in your head. Hello, sir. Anyways, we're gonna let Charlie go through it, so I don't have to. But
nothing screams good guy quite like needing to clarify that you are neither a rapist nor a creep.
The first message of like, baby, move in with me.
I mean, that's
I'm
what a
not an
normal person
R-wordist.
says. Like, by the way, miss, I am neither
Thanks
rapist
for telling
nor
me.
creep, so you should feel safe around me. Now come live on my property immediately. I am not going to imprison you or shackle you or enslave you to a basement.
Again, nobody was thinking that until you mentioned it. Nobody had that thought in their head until you mentioned it, bud. So, seems like you've been thinking about this too much.
Well, breath of fresh air. I was a little concerned about that, but now luckily he explained it. Now there's no reason to feel alarmed
really
anymore
hope this
about that
girl
being
is
a
safe.
possibility. You are free to continue your friendships with your womanly friends and your relationships with your family. I would never take this from you. I would never force you into sexual situations you do not want to be in. I know it must sound
Bro,
so
she
strange
doesn't
hearing
want
this,
to
but I
have
feel I
sex
must
with
make it
you.
clear
You're
to you
trying to
that
make
this
her
is a
move in
dream
with you. What
opportunity
are
that
you
will not
worried
harm
about?
you in any capacity other than dropping your current life, boyfriend, and job, and immediately begin pursuing your hobbies while we plan our wedding. I've got a sneaking suspicion that this guy would absolutely shackle her and imprison her in the basement. But I imagine
Those ideas didn't come out of a vacuum. They came from a somewhere. I'm also concerned about the concept of, like, I know you're not attracted to me. If he actually knows that, then you know she's not going to want to have sex with you. So then why are you putting in that you wouldn't force her into any of these sexual situations when you're trying to force her to marry you? Are you out of your goddamn mind? Gaston! Somebody come get Gaston! He's at it again.
he wouldn't be alone down there. There's probably quite a few other victims that he has in that basement. This is a fucking unhinged creep. Now, it's important to mention that this isn't just some random person sending a bunch of nonsense. This is a very credible threat to the safety of this woman.
Yup.
So, according to the husband, they had been dealing with this individual for quite some time. And they even went to court over it. There's a lot that this individual has done aside from just these creepy messages.
I really wish our justice
huge
system would
problem
take
for them
any
for
of this
a
shit
while.
seriously.
This is a really dangerous person to be around.
Extremely.
I hope you're not overwhelmed. I know we have not spoken very much in the last 6 years we've known each other. I've always known...
Just to preface, I have not skimmed this part, so we're fighting it out together. Anyways.
You were supposed to be mine as soon as I met you on March 3rd, 2018. He's got that shit marked in his calendar as the most important day of his life. I've never once inserted myself into your life. I haven't pestered you for your phone number, and we have an occasional chat on Facebook now that we're not in the same office anymore. I've been satisfied with this level of acquaintanceships for years, and I understand that you have been with blank since 2012. I understand you were committed to him prior to us meeting, but blank, you must agree that we have something special.
Why do you think that? Let's stop a second. Why do you think that? What makes you believe that you and this girl have something special? Because you just admitted you don't have her phone number. She occasionally will answer you on Facebook, which I assume is probably politeness and making sure it's not something like job related. What special do you have? You don't even work in the same office anymore. You don't talk to her. Okay. Main character syndrome is toxic and dangerous.
Great natural conservation. When we would attend lunch together during the workday, it was an effortless and relaxing experience to share those 40 minutes with you once or twice a week. And don't think I forgot how often you paid for yourself. A trait I knew was you trying to assert your independence in front of me.
It's her being a fucking
adult!
adult!
The delusion is sickening. That's an example of something I've talked about quite a bit on stream, where no matter what, there are people that will view things in an entirely different lens that make no sense. Something as simple as her buying lunch for herself was interpreted
now about
misconstrued by this fucking menace as her trying to assert her independence in front of him.
It's
just
scary.
Like this, honestly, scary
because like anything you do,
totally innocent, like just buying yourself lunch, has now completely...
If they can wrap it into, like any action you take, if they can wrap it into their delusion, they will. Like when this is a dangerous situation because this person is, in my opinion, starting to believe delusions that he's told himself a little bit too much. Like when you're telling her, like, no, what we have is special, you're acknowledging you don't have anything. You just think it's special. And you know that she doesn't because otherwise, why is she going home to her husband every night? Please stay safe, all of you. This stalking behavior does not have a gender. I understand it happens to women a lot, but everybody can be a victim to something like this. And it's It's silly, funny, haha, until somebody gets hurt. And unfortunately, the person that usually gets hurt is the fucking victim.
Completely been lost in the sauce of this dude's noodle, where he thinks it was all about him. It's so weird. I knew then you were trying to show me that you'd love for someone to take care of you.
No,
I'm ready to settle
bro,
into a
she wanted her
family-oriented
fucking
life, and I
food.
recall you saying you would have children if you had the financial capital to do so. I know you desire to be a mother, despite your current male partner not wanting them. You would make a wonderful mother to our children.
Bro.
I would ensure you had everything you needed to live the family life of your dream.
What
Wow, I
the
just had a voice
fuck?
crack. That was a big voice crack, too. This man's serial killer stalker Riz just attacked my vocal folds. And I know you love to travel. Before we settle down with children, I want to take you to your dream destination list. I've kept track of all the places you've mentioned over the last few years that you'd like to visit. You always share such a beautiful landscape photos. He's like the Zodiac killer here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is like the dude that you're like, I was polite to him in the office and now I fucking hate myself for it. I've ruined my own goddamn life by being polite. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna misquote this, but I learned from the My Favorite Murder podcast. Stay sexy. Don't get murdered. Be rude. If somebody is in an arm sling and they're like, "Hey, will you help me load up my shit in the car?" No, you won't, because they can just as easily have a fake sling on and shove your ass in the trunk. Be rude. Onward.
Bet if this wasn't over Facebook Messenger or whatever, it would have been sent via postage, letters in the mail, using cutouts from magazines for the letters. I want to take you to Japan, to Thailand, to New Zealand, to Greece. Yah! It's like that classic one. Oregon. Yah! Fucking the Dean scream. And after that, we'll go to the opal mines in Australia for your dream ring, and then I'll take you to all the waterfalls the islands have to offer. How does this sound? My proposition is serious.
It sounds terrifying.
You know I am a serious man. I'm turning 45 years old
makes
this
it
year.
worse.
You're turning 32 years old. It's time to start making decisions about our familial life and how to enjoy our remaining years.
There
Please
are
know
no
I've never
more.
offered any woman this proposition. I have a very secure career that I enjoy and will do whatever it takes to maintain in order to have your companionship, sexual prowess, and motherly raising of our children.
Oh my god.
I will give you everything you desire, as long as you agree to be my wife and raise our children.
I'm gonna pause here, because I didn't know we were getting into a portion where the victim answers. I'm ready. I'm just worried. There's ways to answer this, and listen, it doesn't fucking matter what she says in there. It doesn't goddamn matter. None of this is her fucking fault. I'm just real worried, because this guy is so lost in the sauce of his delusions. There's such a strong chance that she's just like accidentally egging him on. Not that I think she, like, let me be clear. I don't think she has any responsibility to this goddamn situation. He's not owed an answer for this psychotic diatribe. But if you work with him, it's a problem.
A very strong negotiation overall. I wonder how she'll respond to this in the Shark Tank. Hey, blank. I wanted to acknowledge that I received your message. It's really long, though, so give me a minute to read and respond. That feels more like she's very afraid and is doing this out of pure obligation, like buying time.
That's called, let me see if I can do anything actionable with this and get a restraining order.
Figure out how to handle this without setting this guy off on like some kind of rampage.
Oh,
like
why did I read ahead? Fuck! Oh, he's so weird.
Which is smart on her part for sure, to like very gently navigate this, because
I'm
it's a
trying
scary
to let Charlie
situation.
get there, but I'm so
having a
uncomfortable.
stalker like this. Good morning. I am still awaiting your acceptance of my proposal. I look forward to hearing from you.
That. I look forward to your like, this isn't a job interview. You're not gonna, like, word your way into it, you fucking moron. Oh my god.
Oh god. He's dropping the hammer now. It's all business. And he's not taking no for an answer. Good morning, goofball. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I don't know how to respond to this. I don't mean this negatively, but I honestly don't know whether or not to take this seriously. What I mean by that is, I don't know if this is a joke or not. You said this is quite out of left field, so I'm not exactly sure how to respond to you. This proposition is very serious. I have to make serious considerations about
This was her giving him an out, for the record. This was her going, you should probably just say this is a fucking joke because it's not going to go the way you fucking want it to. And unfortunately, Captain Jackass here is like, no, 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 no. I've got to stick this landing.
My familial life, as I'm ready to establish this. I know I can offer you much more than your boyfriend can.
I'm so worried for her.
It has been 10 years, and he still has not provided you with those things you desire most. I am a better provider than he is, and I will ensure your needs are met. Please, I would appreciate you taking this seriously and giving me a date and time I can come collect your items and move you into my house. It's in Northern Blank.
What the fuck?
This guy is already convinced that it's a yes, and now he's just trying to figure out when he should schedule the college hunks hauling junks to come collect all of her shit to move in with him. So now she fully responds to this. Surely you have to understand I can't agree to something like this. My life is my life because I've built it this way. I am not a damsel waiting to be rescued. While yes, I would enjoy an easier path to achieving the lifestyle I want, I don't mind working for it, and frankly, I'm insulted that you perceive my career to be a choice I'm settled to because I have not found the right man. Most importantly, it's another level of egotistical to assume I would dump an 11-year relationship in an instant for a fantasy pipe dream of yours.
I'm gonna pause just a second here because I'm frustrated for her. Like, if you look at her wording, I want to see how long the distance between the messages was. Hang on. Where the fuck? So 1912. So she took 45 minutes to answer him because she had to spend 45 fucking minutes crafting this goddamn response in a way that is non-confrontational because, as this guy has shown, he's not fucking stable. He's not fucking in, like, the mindset of, like, let's be fair and give people their fucking free will. No, 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 no. He's showing the flag. He's concerning as fuck, but she still has to work with him. This is awful. This is an HR, like,
to assume I would dump an 11-year relationship in an instant for a fantasy pipe dream of yours. I mean this seriously. I'm not interested in your proposition, trading my life for materialistic items and to be breed mare is not something I ever intended to do with my time.
Good
I don't
girl.
know you. You don't know me. You have a limited glimpse into my life through my social media posts. What you see online represents a fraction of who I am as a person.
Yes, get in, baby
we were
girl.
coworkers and nothing more. I made this very clear.
Oh my god, I love her.
Together, I was in my relationship prior to even working with you. Yes, you're right. You never crossed that boundary, but instead you spent the last 6 years building a fantasy and dream life in your mind in which you think I would trade my value as a human being for a lake house and free time for pottery. I'm not sure how you became convinced this would be enough to make me leave the life I have built, but I need to assure you it's not. Please do not ask me this again. I am not interested, nor will I ever be interested in being your wife and childbearer. So she lets it all hang out here. She pulls no punches. She sets the record straight and says it right to his face. Well, as close to his face as anyone will ever come through text messages here.
I wouldn't want to get any closer to his face if I were her.
Now, there's no need to insult me. I am not propositioning you to live in solitude and to raise children alone. I want a family. I want you to be my wife.
I think you get it, bro. She doesn't want you.
I want to build a family with you.
She does not want you.
I thought you were intelligent enough to understand how great of an offer this is. Buddy, she is intelligent enough to recognize that her life would be in danger saying yes to you, you absolute maniac.
No
you fucking weirdo.
Holy
She is
crap.
extremely smart to say no to this, as pretty much everyone on the planet with any level of...
You know what? I'm going to give her more credit than that. She not only said no to it, she shut it the fuck down. She made it clear she is not interested. This is totally in his head. This is a one-sided... He has made all of this into what it is in his own mind. And he's still like, no, no, no. Silly woman, you just simply don't understand. I'm going to impregnate you. Like, what the fuck is... Calm your handmaid's tale ass down. Jesus.
Survival instincts would. You're weird. You're dangerous. You're creepy. You're a stalker. Everyone's going to be saying no to you. I know you're primarily saying no because you don't find me physically attractive. If I looked better than your boyfriend, I have no doubts you would emphatically tell me yes. I didn't know you were so shallow.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You're insane.
Now he's going full nice guy mask off mode, even though he wasn't really putting up a nice guy persona in the first
got that
place.
fedora tipped all the way back and wiping the sweat off his brow so he can type faster.
After you gain 60 pounds. You look much better when you're staying in the 150 to 200 pound range, yet I never said a word to you about the fact that you gained so much weight because I realized you were perfect otherwise. I realized you...
Watch now as the weaker of the male species attempts to insult the female species to entice her clothing to come off. Guys, maybe we should just do this like a nature show. We're just watching the stupid monkeys doing stupid monkey things.
Your looks didn't matter when your soul is what I wanted to spend time with. He probably wants to suck her soul out of her body like Shang Tsung. Like, this is a threat to her life, and she is absolutely making the right call, trying her best to get away from this guy and shut it down as hard as possible. It is simply a trade for a house and free time. The barter method, of course. I am offering you the very thing you constantly talked about and post about, the freedom to enjoy your existence without stress and anxiety. There would be more stress and anxiety with you because you are actually dangerous.
You're a predator.
Constant, like, guessing game of whether or not she's going to survive through the night under your roof. This guy is fucking scary.
I love the way
and he
Charlie
makes it seem like so simple. Simply in return, we are married and have a family together. Yeah, I mean, that's small potatoes. That's nothing. That's no big deal. It's a great trade. You get a house and you get the weirdest man in the world. A win-win.
Win-win
you would learn
indeed.
to love it because our home together would be so peaceful and joyful. However, perhaps
it'll
you're
be
right,
peaceful,
and you are not
or
the woman I
else.
thought you were. You're attracted to a low-life loser who filed bankruptcy at 25, hid his credit card debt from you. You pay his bills while he job hops because he doesn't know how to stay at a job for longer than a year. You cried constantly at work and had panic attacks not knowing where the money was going to come from. And what did you do? You worked a second and third job to make ends meet while he piddled away at putting in applications and not manning up to do what he needed to do.
And yet, just to perspectivize and contextualize a little bit, she still wants to fuck him, not you. Weird.
Why are you choosing this weak boy over me?
Stalker?
I am mature, career-oriented, family-oriented, and I am a devoted partner. I would never force you into a position to make up for my shortcomings like your boyfriend does. I am better than him in every way, and yet you still choose him. It is baffling to me why young women like yourself want to be with the losers and drug dealers who will end up beating you silly.
Oh my God.
Keep in mind, this is coming from the same worm, the same specimen.
Don't worry, he's not going
to
to kidnap you
he's not a
and beat you and chain
and
you.
wouldn't imprison her and shackle her. I think this guy is the one that most likely would beat a woman silly. Because
well, let's look at that, Charlie. I feel like I've got some unique insight onto this, having survived some shitty situations. Does he seem to want control? Yeah, he does. Most of these start as control issues. He's already trying to control, obviously, that she leaves her fucking husband. But beyond that, he has made it clear he'd like to be the sole breadwinner so he could financially abuse her. And, oh, God. I really hope this ends with this guy going to jail. I don't think it would because he hasn't done anything aside from, like, maybe kind of harassment, but not really. We really need better laws for this shit. Because this is scary. And this, a lot of times, will end up with someone dying. Somebody who just didn't have an interest in the person who was fucking fixated.
he has all of the red flags you could possibly fucking imagine.
He's got more than me, and I've got fucking 9 red tails.
Second paragraph Meltdown here, which is just a teary-eyed tantrum with him shaking his fist saying, I thought you were different. You must stay with him for his penis size, because I can't even begin to understand how someone as intelligent as you are would turn down my offer. A luxury life free of stress turned down for a life of second guessing and financial strain? Why? What good reason do you have to turn down my offer?
Are we just... Listen, I'm mature, I'm responsible. But are we also just kind of like admitting that we have a little one? And that's fine! I don't give a fuck! Except when you make it everyone else's fucking problem. Because this seems like we got insecure about some physical aspects of ourselves that we couldn't necessarily change early on. And then we got angry. We made it everyone else's fault when really we should just go to fucking therapy. I know the microphone cut off for that. And I don't give a fuck. Fucking therapy, kids. Let's all go. Everybody in the truck.
He immediately goes to wiener size. Just another huge insecurity here. So I'm guessing not only is he physically appalling, but he also has a tiny cock.
It would
She says,
seem...
I'm not even going to entertain that message with a response. I don't owe you any explanation about why I'm still with my boyfriend, even after all his shortcomings. I don't owe you an explanation on
Damn
anything
Skippy.
ever. I've been wondering all evening what it could possibly be about me that you're
No
so
one
repulsed by that you
cares
won't
about
accept
what you're
the offer of a
wondering.
lifetime.
Isn't that
Yeah, it's such a
fascinating?
mystery. What about this perfect gentleman here and scholar would she find repulsive? I'm racking my brain and I got nothing. I have no idea.
I'm trying to
could she
think if she
possibly
could find
not
anything
like about
fucking
him?
palatable.
He's such a doll. My friends are also appalled. Why aren't you accepting this? Yeah, I'm sure he has so many friends. He contacts all his friends. He's like, guys, she
He's
won't
got a
just give up
Discord
her life and
server.
move in with me. What's wrong with this bitch, huh?
Tell me this doesn't sound like the stereotypical... Listen, I love my fucking mods. We're not counting them in this. But, like, the stereotypical, like, Discord mod with Discord kitten kind of guy that grows up, gets a real job, and then goes, I have money now. Why can't I have real boobies? Like, I feel like all of the friends are, like one bloop bloop from Discord away. Also, they're probably all toxic as fuck too, because anybody who is your friend would sit you down and tell you this is not appropriate behavior. You're insane. You need help. That's okay, except when you don't get help and then you use the things that made you into a victim to make new victims. Then you're a fucking menace. Stop it.
What's going on? Huh? Is she crazy? She's crazy, right? It's not me. I'm not the problem, right? I didn't think so. It's definitely her. It's everything you have ever wanted, and you're turning it down still? Why? You owe me an explanation after I spent years ensuring I had enough to offer you. That's really scary. If this guy's whole motivation for, like, working hard, grinding, and, you know, getting money is just to try and
fucking weird.
act on this fantasy delusion with a stranger, that's unhinged. Well, all of this is unhinged, but that one's even wilder because, again, they're not close to each other. They're still pretty much strangers. I'm starting to get very upset by your actions. You have one more chance. Anything less than an emphatic yes will not be accepted.
Let's just translate. So anything less than an emphatic yes, and that totally cleans off the table of all that I won't forcibly shove you into a basement with chains and shit and isolate you from your family. No, we'll do that, damn it, until you love me. Please stay safe out there. Oh, fuck.
So he tries to, like, bring it down, an ultimatum. Last chance. This is the last ball game pitch here. It's got to be a home run, yes, or I'm out. I'm sure this will come as a huge surprise to all of you watching this, but she still said no.
Good girl!
In the most polite way possible, fuck off. I don't know
I
your
hate
shit.
that she still
I'll be
felt like
blocking
she
you
had
now.
to put the
Have
polite
a great rest of your
thing.
life. I waited all day to see if your little conniption would resolve and you'd come back begging me for this opportunity.
Oh my
But I
god!
see you've decided to block me on Facebook, but too stupid to also block me on Messenger. At least for now. He's now fully in his villain arc. He put on a trench coat, sunglasses, and he's doing this while typing. I see you've blocked me on Facebook, but not Messenger. For now. I cannot believe I allowed myself to become entangled in the...
Also, speaking for this lady, why the fuck does blocking someone on Facebook not then block them on Messenger? That seems stupid.
The idea that a beastly fat woman such as yourself would actually choose to settle down with me. I can do so much better than you, and yet here I was offering you a way out of your wretched life. We both know you're settling with blank because you're too lazy to lose weight and make yourself more attractive, and you've trained him to be okay with your fat. I was willing to let your fatness go to the side because I knew if you had free time, you'd lose the weight and retain a more attractive figure for our relationship. I'm embarrassed.
This is gonna sound strange. I'm honestly just kind of getting embarrassed for him at this point. Bro, she doesn't want to bang you. You've already basically put into the sphere of communal ideas, at least, that I assume you've got a micro, which, again, I'm not fucking making fun of until you act like this. What are we on about? She doesn't want you. She has no desire for you. So the fact that you find her unattractive all of a sudden, even though yesterday you've spent the last 6 years of your life playing main character protagonist, is gonna get the fucking girl. I don't believe you. And even then, I don't give a fuck. Go. The therapy's not it anymore. Let's go in-house hospital, is it, or like whatever it is. I don't know. You need severe fucking intervention. I'm so worried for her. Holy shit. This guy is not okay. Like, I don't care that you're trying to insult her. I care that you still feel like you're in this fight. You have a dog in this fight. Ugh.
First, I've spent so much time preparing for this moment and was wasted on a fat whore who doesn't know when she has struck gold. I truly thought you were different. Like, you actually wanted a nice man to be with. I see I was dead wrong. And she says, you can literally suck the juices out of my fat and choke on them, you absolute troglodyte. So at least there's a happy ending here. It ended on a positive note for both parties involved. So this guy did end up doing the quintessential nice guy sign-off, that standard song and dance of, you know what, I'm better than you. I should have never wasted my time with you because you're fat, and you're a whore, and you're chunky, you're chubby, and I hate you. You're tacky, and I hate you. I'm gonna go
cry about that.
You're fat, and I'm a nice guy, the nicest guy you'll ever meet. You blew it. You blew it. It's on you, and you should feel bad. I'm not crying, you're crying. That's where the text message journey comes to a conclusion. Like I said, there was a lot more outside of text that he did, but I only wanted to focus on the texts. Hopefully, they don't have to deal with this individual anymore going forward. And yeah, that's about it. See ya.
Thinking I'm gonna start cutting carbs.
To the fedora-wearing mother trucker who was texting that girl in those last videos, fucking get help, you son of a bitch. To the girl who is being harassed by him, sweetie, you should really check into a restraining order. You've got to have something here. Like, this is fucking harassment. He cannot do this to you, and you deserve better than this shit. All right, guys. Well, what did you think? Comment below with your thoughts. I'm gonna go lock my doors. Yeah, I'm in space, but I still don't trust it. I don't know. Foxy loves you. Bye!